The last 2 days have been a washout for many restaurants who are only limited to outdoor dining.
It's horrible for business, but we do the best we can.
For restaurant owners like Sandra Lopez of A Little Bit of Cuba Dos, they fear their restaurant will not survive this shutdown unless indoor dining opens back up.
It's horrible. There's no words to describe what it's doing to restaurants. There's just no way of knowing, we'll see who survives after all this, if it ever goes away.
But a New Jersey bill is in the works that would reimburse restaurants for the money that was spent on food and supplies when they were under the assumption that they would be open for 4th of July weekend indoors.
And so now this bill will allow restaurants to get reimbursed for part of those costs.
Mary Lou Halverson, who heads the New Jersey Restaurant and Hospitality Association, explains that the amount of money wasted for indoor dining depends on the size of the restaurant. Some could have been out a few hundred, others could have lost out on more than 1,000. Both sides of the aisle agree on this issue.
I think both sides of the aisle recognize the huge financial impact that this false start had. They had already bought food, spent a lot of money sanitizing their restaurants, hiring back employees, doing training because, employees are going to be operating under a new way.
Sandra explains the steps she had to take to open up indoors that weekend, all for naught.
We had to get cleanliness, special equipment for the servers, for the kitchen. We had to get extra food because we thought we were going to be open and we were going to be able to have all these people in the restaurant. And then it didn't happen.
The general manager of the Edge in Jackson, who preferred not to be on camera, told me that he is desperate for the reimbursement money to survive. His giant facility can seat up to 225 people and was all set and ready to go for the 4th. And of course, with very few people showing up for outdoor dining in this rainy weather, business is tough.
I always said that the closure of the restaurants will cause restaurants not to reopen or remain permanently shuttered. However, it could be the impact or the consequences of PPP could also be a huge devastating impact on the industry.
Meanwhile, Halverson and restaurant owners are anxiously awaiting the go-ahead to finally open their indoor dining rooms. Reporting for New Jersey News Network, I'm Kimberly Kravitz.